All right, this is our Human Resources CLC. I'm Nicole.
I'm Haven.
I'm Morgan.
Noah.
I'm Zach.
I'm Jordan.
I'm Adam.
So Amazon is a cloud computing giant and the largest American e-commerce company. It was founded in 1994 by Jeff Bezos, who is now the richest man in the world. It started as a website that only sold books and eventually grew into an everything store. The three subsystems of Amazon are the hiring department, management, and human resources. Each of these subsystems affect the employees and their working conditions. Three stakeholders are customers, employees, and shareholders. We chose this company because it is the biggest online company in America and has made a huge impact on the world.
Okay, as for the major subsystem that we chose, one organizational one, the main one that we needed to fix would be the human resources department. And this is because there's many workplace injuries, poor working conditions. Employees feel that they're easily replaceable and they're fired after 11 months, so they don't receive their benefits. And then they justify this by paying the employees double the federal standard. And one of the former employees says, "We're not treated as human beings. We're not even treated as robots. We're treated as a part of the data stream. And changing this subsystem will contribute to a successful organization because it will improve employee turnover and employee satisfaction. And for the company, it will improve their image, create a better workplace environment, and maintain the employees."
And continuing off of what Morgan was saying, obviously changing this subsystem is going to have effects, particularly an impact on the other subsystems. So as far as the hiring subsystem goes, there's obviously going to be less work that has to be done here. You have to hire less people, and that will allow them to be more selective in their process due to less demand. In the management subsystem, there's going to be less stress on managers due to less fear from employees approaching the 11th month mark, or I guess the 12-month mark. Managers will enjoy work more because they won't have to consider the length of a part-time employee's tenure when they evaluate job performance, which is good. And then thus job performance evaluations can be more focused and they can focus on other things. And then as far as the overall realignment of the system goes, there's going to be an increase in productivity and performance from employees affected by the change. And here's a quotation of a study carried out in 2015 by Professor Andrew J. Oswald, reveals that happiness at work can increase productivity by at least 12%. And then with the system realigned to put employees first, more people will want to work for Amazon, and not just because of the pay that Morgan did mention, the doubling of the standard. And the HR subsystem will be realigned to overall just put employee needs first.
Okay, ensuring the proposed change will satisfy any of the three stakeholders. With the proposed change of creating a better workplace for mainly the Amazon warehouse employees, it will satisfy Amazon shareholders. Customers would be happier knowing that the Amazon warehouse facility was more sustainable and that they were treating their employees with care. Employees would be more satisfied by Amazon making them feel like they are more needed and a part of a family that is there for them, and will also satisfy them by providing a safe and opportunistic work environment. And shareholders will be satisfied by knowing that they are investing in a company that cares not only about its products, but also its employees. The easiest way to bring about proposed changes is to start by figuring out what exactly needs to be changed in Amazon in general. According to Hunglinger, fulfillment centers in mainly the warehouse facilities, workers face strenuous conditions. Workers are pressed to make rate, with some packing hundreds of boxes per hour and losing their jobs if they don't move fast enough. In Amazon, many horror stories, employees talk about how algorithms decide who to hire, fire, and promote. The algorithms are done by computers, and the amount of packaging that gets done throughout the day. Many employees report how there isn't any time to really create bonding relationships with their coworkers, and how they have very long shifts and sometimes mass firing, and don't even have enough time to run to and from the restroom. To attract Amazon employees or retain their current employees, they can start by getting rid of the stigma that surrounds Amazon in general. They can do this by creating a more work-friendly environment. This can be done by giving some extra time for breaks and even providing some team building activities, so then they can make friends with their coworkers. To develop the employees, Amazon can do this by providing new opportunities and team building exercises. This will help employees feel like they are part of the Amazon family and will help them enjoy their work in general more. And to maintain this, Amazon can maintain this by having random inspections done by managers or higher ups to make sure everything's being done correctly.
Tying into what Haven was saying about attracting more people, one of the main changes that needs to be made is in HR. And what they'll do to save money in the company is they'll fire employees so that they really won't get benefits. But the funny thing about that is when you're applying to be a worker for Amazon, one of the first things they put in your face is the different benefits. So like you get medical, prescription, drug, dental, and vision coverage. You get a 401k, you get paid time off, and resources to help improve your overall well-being, and you also get a discount. And while that seems like it's enticing and everything, at the end of the day, what they're doing is firing people right before those kick in. So to counteract that, some things that they could do is maybe offer less pay so that it's not costing them so much money to hire these employees and maintain their employment status. So they can pay them less, but offer the benefits sooner as well. Like, for example, I would say that they would have to work full-time in order to get the benefits. So maybe instead of having that time right there, instead you can have them, once they hit the 1,500 hours of work, then they can just get their benefits. And another thing they could also do to attract more employees is just offer stock. So for example, like Tesla, once you work there, you also get a little bit of stock in there, and that will also bring more people in.
So as a part of fixing the human resources department of Amazon, we have to put an emphasis on new hire orientation. After hiring a new employee, orientation is vital as this helps breed quality employees. It's important for human resources to have an effective orientation for the new hire because it will clarify their position, encourage confidence, and improve their chances of retaining that position. Orientation positively affects the other subsystems by promoting communication with management. It strengthens the hiring process and will make the hiring process more meaningful for the new employee.
So one of the best ways for Amazon to maintain its quality workforce is by improving its employee retention. Amazon has one of the highest employee turnover rates out there, and the National Employment Law Project estimated the full year turnover rate at Amazon's California warehouses to be between 89 and 107%. And those numbers have been increasing due to the pandemic. And this is mainly due to the long hours, the competitive culture, and the lack of benefits that Amazon provides. And a solution to this would be to offer a more stable work-life balance for the employees, such as less demanding hours and increased benefits. And then along with the Christian worldview perspective in regards to human resources, employees should be seen as human beings, not just mechanical components of an organization. It's very important to keep in mind the well-being of the employees and not just the interest of the company. So even though the company should be focused on generating the greatest profit possible, they shouldn't neglect the needs of their employees to do so. And their well-being should be kept in mind, and it's essential to running a successful business. And then just a few verses to kind of go along with that is Leviticus 19:33, which says, "When a stranger resides with you in your land, you shall not do him wrong." And then Matthew 10:10 says, "The workman deserves his support." And that's about it.